Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live interactive Weather Authority coverage will begin shortly. Your live Weather Authority coverage starts right now.
Well, good evening, everybody. Hope you guys are all enjoying your weekend. It was an okay day out there today, but we did see a lot of clouds throughout the region. It was very cold out there this morning, and it was cold throughout the afternoon today. Temperatures really only topped out in the teens and 20s across much of the region. So, how are you guys doing this weekend? Let me know if you have any big plans. Maybe you're just sitting home making soup. It sounds like a good idea to me because we are going to see some light snow as we head into tomorrow. Not that big of a deal. Most areas, this is going to, not cause too much in the way of any problems. Might have to brush off the car tomorrow if you are heading out, but we are going to see some light snow develop as we head into tomorrow morning. I think anytime after about 8 o'clock, we are going to start to see some light snow develop throughout the region. And other than that, we have a lot to talk about for the 7-day forecast. There's not one, not two, not three, but four. Yes, 4 chances for at least some sort of snow and or wintry mix or rain in the 7-day forecast. It is just quite an active pattern as we head through this coming week. So let's get a look at the temperatures right now. Here we go. We're looking at temperatures generally running in the teens across much of the region right now. 14 degrees in Portland, 13 degrees right now in Sanford, 14 degrees over towards Portsmouth as well. So it is cold out there. If you are heading out this evening, no problems. There was a threat for maybe a couple snow showers earlier. That has since cleared on out. We are going to stay dry as we head through the nighttime tonight. So if you have any Saturday evening plans, you are looking good. Just going to be cold, so bundle up. All right, we have a winter weather advisory up for tomorrow, believe it or not, for coastal down east. This is only due to one specific reason, and we are going to see a very weak system pass through. However, as this system moves over the ocean, over the Gulf of Maine, we are going to see an area of low pressure develop just to the south of coastal down east, and we're going to see some ocean enhancement over towards areas like Bar Harbor, for example, really just right along the coastal down east area, which is why the National Weather Service out of Caribou, did put up a winter weather advisory. Actually, you can ignore the bottom part of that. It's up for the day tomorrow. So let's go look at the satellite and radar right now. We are mainly dry and a little weak feature down to our south. It looks like maybe a little snow shower activity just off the coast. That is not going to impact us. It looks like it's pushing off to the east. Here's your forecast for tonight. As I said, it is going to be cold. We have temperatures that are going to drop to near 0 degrees on average, a few degrees above or below. So it is going to be cold out there, but the winds, they will stay light for the most part throughout the nighttime. So there won't be too much of a wind chill factor, but it doesn't take much when the temperatures are near 0 degrees for the temperatures to feel even cooler than that. As I always say, I'm going to get to some of these comments as we head through the end of the forecast. I want to be able to go through and talk to you guys, of course, because I'm sure you'll have questions with what's coming up over the next few days. But tomorrow, we are going to see some light snow develop during the morning. And then throughout the late morning and early afternoon, that's when I think it will become steadiest. Notice how I didn't say heavy, because I don't think we're going to see any heavy snow tomorrow. It just will be light snow, but notice temperatures in the 20s. So all this snow is going to stick. Temperatures today were in the teens, so the ground is cold enough. So most of it is going to stick as we head through the daytime tomorrow. So let's talk about what it is on a larger scale basis. So this area of low pressure is going to develop, and it is going to push right through our area. Some light snow will move in as we head into tomorrow, but then comes that other storm. That is going to be our storm as we head into the day on Tuesday. Notice an area of low pressure develops down to the south as we head into Tuesday, and that is going to pass to the south of us, but it is going to bring us snow as we head into the day on Tuesday. So a lot to talk about over the next few days. Let's get into the details of it. This is overnight tonight. Notice temperatures dropping back to the single numbers. And then here we go by tomorrow morning. I think most of it starts to develop around 8 to 10 a.m. from west to east. And then we are going to see just some light snow throughout the afternoon 1, 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon. But a little bit of enhancement areas, Rockland off towards the east, over towards coastal down east. And that's where we could see some of the higher totals, so to speak. I'll show you a map right after this graphic. And then that moves on out of here as we head into Sunday evening and Sunday night. Still on the chilly side, if you have plans tomorrow evening, you might be okay. Still some leftover snow showers, but once again, it is going to stay on the cold side. So what are we expecting in terms of snowfall for tomorrow? This is not Tuesday. This is for the day tomorrow. Coating to 2 inches for most. Again, not a big deal. Most areas, this is going to be almost a non-event. Just some light dustings to coatings, 1 to 2 inches for most areas. But notice Rockland, the mid-coast, just south of Bangor, over towards coastal down east, including Bar Harbor. Yeah, you could see a little bit of ocean enhancement as that area of low pressure gets going down to the south. And I think areas down towards Bar Harbor could see upwards of 3 to 6 inches. And areas like Rockland, the mid-coast, you could be talking around 2 to 4. And I also put a 2 to 4 inch little range up towards areas in the western mountains, also in the northern New Hampshire, northern Vermont area, because not only is there going to be just some lingering snow showers through the evening, but also the temperatures are going to be on the colder side. The ratios are going to be higher, meaning the snow is going to be able to pile up a little bit easier. So, yeah, I think there's going to be 2 to 4 inches up towards the western mountains, just to the north and east, over towards Freiburg, Berlin, up towards the northern parts of New Hampshire and Vermont. So that's system number one. And then as we head into Monday night and Tuesday, Monday we are dry. The sun is going to be out. Overall, Monday is probably one of the only days this coming week where we are just looking at completely dry conditions. The sun will be out, but then we are going to see increasing clouds late morning and into the afternoon. And then here we go. We are going to see some light snow develop Tuesday morning. Now, I do want to say that there's a lot of differences in the computer models, which is why, I was hesitant to put up a map for tonight. I do want to get the word out, though. This is not going to be a major storm. I need to get that out in the open right now. This is not a major storm across the state. At one point, it looked like we were going to see a good amount. The latest trends have been for maybe some lighter snowfall accumulations for the day on Tuesday. So notice as we go through the morning hours, this computer model specifically is the GFS, the American computer model. And this one actually shows the heavier snowfall accumulation. So you can see some of the darker blues developing. But then there's the European computer model where, if I show that, it is going to show lighter blue colors moving through the state. So there's still a good amount of disparity between the two computer models. And, I'm going to get a better idea of this as we head into the daytime. Tomorrow, I'll make changes to the map if I have to. But then that moves on out of here. So what are we talking about for Tuesday? Tuesday into Tuesday night. Again, this is not a major storm. I want to get that out in the open right now. It looks like 2 to 5 inches for a good part of the region. Now, I think areas like Portland over towards Portsmouth, areas right in this spot, I do want to mention that there could be a little bit of mixing as we head into the later parts of this system, maybe as a little bit of warmer air tries to work back in. For the most part, this is going to be a snow event. 4 to 7 inches up towards some of the higher elevations, up towards Freiburg and Rangeley, Berlin. And then notice if you are over towards the Vermont-New Hampshire border, right along the valleys, I think you are going to see around 2 to 5 inches. Rockland up towards the down east area, northern Maine, around 2 to 5 inches of snow as we head into Tuesday and Tuesday night. So again, not a major storm. The latest trends were to see some lighter snowfall accumulations. We were thinking, we were putting numbers up, of course, because, there was just a lot of changes in the computer models days ago. But, I'd be lying if I said Thursday into Friday. I was thinking the numbers would be higher than this. But again, the latest trends have brought that number down a little bit. Higher elevations over towards Vermont around 4 to 7 inches, and then up towards the far north. While the temperatures are going to be on the colder side, of course, that's just typical. I think there's going to be less in the way of precipitation. So I still think they're going to see around 2 to 5 inches up towards, say, Aroostook County and areas like that. Here we go. This is our map for the day on Tuesday. Not a major storm by any means. Again, if things change, of course, we'll have the latest update for you on air and online. I'll be on at 10 and 11 o'clock tonight, and we are going to have another computer model run, the American computer model. So, I'm likely not making any changes to this map tonight, but I'll give you the latest information if you'd like to tune in for the 10 and 11 o'clock show tonight. Here we go with the 7-day forecast. Light snow develops tomorrow. Not a big deal. Coating to 2 for most. A little more enhancement down towards down east. Monday, dry. Probably the pick of the week. We are going to see temperatures near 30 degrees. And then Monday evening, Monday night, we are looking mostly dry. It's overnight into Tuesday morning. That's when some light snow will develop. It will become steadier throughout the day on Tuesday. To me, this just looks like a light to moderate event for the day on Tuesday. And also notice marginal temperatures near the freezing mark. So with temperatures near freezing, it's going to take a little bit for the snow to stick. But I mean, temperatures in the 20s the night before, so I guess it will stick pretty quickly. But it's going to be a wetter snow. It's not going to be that fluffy snow that just seems to pile up really fast and really quickly. And, with that, I think that'll hold the totals down too. If we were talking temperatures in the teens to near 20 on Tuesday, that 2 to 5 might be 4 to 7, 5 to 8. So I think the temperatures are going to play a big factor in Tuesday's system as well, with just numbers near the freezing mark. It's just too warm for a major snowstorm with the amount of moisture we have to deal with for the day Tuesday. Inland temperatures, of course, will be a few degrees cooler, maybe 29, 30, 31 degrees. But I think that we are going to see a little bit more in the way of accumulation up towards areas like Freiburg and Rangeley. And then Wednesday, we are dry temperatures. Look at that, in the upper 30s to near 40. Mostly sunny, but then clouds will increase. We'll see another system possible for the day Thursday. And then, yes, another system possible Friday into Saturday. I don't really want to go into too much detail on the Friday and Saturday system, but what I will say is, first, let me talk about Thursday. We are going to see a system move through. I think what it is it's snow to start, transitioning over to a wintry mix, and then plain rain down towards the coast. I mean, let me go back to the coast 7-day forecast. Look at those temperatures, upper 30s to near 40 degrees on Thursday. So it does transition over to some rain. And then Friday and Saturday, this is a time frame you need to watch over the next several days. Of course, we're going to have the latest updates for you guys, but there's two completely different scenarios with this. One has a pretty impactful storm, Friday into the day on Saturday, while another one has partly to mostly cloudy skies. So that's Friday into Saturday. We are watching at this point. There is the chance that we could see snow, a wintry mix, maybe even some rain on Friday into the day on Saturday. And if this storm system moves up to the north and impacts us, that also means that the winds would be a bit stronger as well. I'm not going to get into much detail. That's all I'll say for Friday into Saturday, but just stay tuned to our forecast, and we will continue to update you guys on that. All right, let me get to some of these comments. Good evening to you, Barbie. It is cold. I can agree with that. Kevin, what's going on, man? Troy, hope you're doing good. And Scott, it looks like he's ready. Tomorrow, not a big deal. Tuesday, not a major storm. Light to moderate event, 2 to 5 for most, 4 to 7 up towards some of areas like Rangeley, Freiburg. And instead of me just on the 7-day forecast, I will go to, I think most people want to know what's going on Tuesday. I'll have this map up while I talk to you guys. I agree. It is winter in Maine. It is still February, although it's pretty much March at this point. Becky, I see you commenting on my Facebook posts. You're not a big fan of winter. That is one thing I've learned about you. All right, what else we got? Carrie, hello to you. Aaron, what's going on? Hope you are having a great Saturday. Go Starbucks, I guess. Yeah, I'm a Dunkin' fan. I don't know about you guys. Also, I don't like coffee. That is one thing I don't like. It's actually really tough being in this job without liking coffee, especially considering sometimes news starts at 4 a.m. and you got to be up at 2. All right, this is actually a good question. All right, so she's asking, what are the what are the chances of snow on the radio? Right. Okay, so I read that wrong. I thought she said ratio, but that brings me into the question of ratios. 30 temperatures in the lower 30s. Again, this is going to be a wetter snow on Tuesday, which is why it's going to have a harder time piling up. So that is one thing that I want to mention about Tuesday. Jocelyn, hello to you. And Troy, yeah, that's what I like to hear. Tune on in, 11 o'clock. I guess I don't even know what honestly, I don't even remember what the groundhog said. But if he said 6 more weeks of winter, I guess he was correct this time. Marie, what's going on, Marie Natalino? I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good too. Even here. All right, let's hear this. I'm reading this while you guys are. Even hear the story from my grandparents how they had to walk in 7 feet of snow to get to work or school. Actually, I was just in the car with one of my photographers, and he was telling me, not 7 feet, but he was telling me he did the same thing. Back in my day, I used to walk in the snow in 3 feet of snow. I've actually been told that quite often. Actually, more than I probably should. Yes, Marie, down in Connecticut, getting some snow on Tuesday, so that's some good news. Hello to you, Charlotte. And hello, Will. Hope you're having a good Saturday night. Man, a lot of people on tonight. I appreciate you guys tuning on in. I know it's a big weather week, so that's probably why I have a lot of viewers out here right now. A lot of you guys tuning on in. I appreciate all your comments, your likes, your shares, everything. This year it seems to snow has been mostly wet. I agree. Most of it has been wet. All right, I've gone through the comments, but I will quickly just go through the 2 different snowfall maps one more time for people just maybe tuning in. So this is for tomorrow, coating to 2 inches, light snow tomorrow, 8 a.m. through the late afternoon and evening, a little enhancement down towards down east. And this includes areas like Bar Harbor, Rockland, the mid-coast south of Bangor, a little bit more 2 to 4, as well as up towards the western mountains, northern New Hampshire, northern Vermont. This is generally a 2 to 4 event. Most areas is not a big deal. Coating to 2, Portsmouth, Portland, up towards Augusta, even up towards northern Maine. So not a big deal tomorrow, but again, something to keep an eye on if you have any plans. And then let's go to the other snowfall map before I head on out of here. This is Tuesday and Tuesday night. Again, not a big storm. Something that could impact you if you have to head out on the roads. 2 to 5 inches. This is generally a snow system, but there could be a little bit of a wintry mix in some parts down towards the coast and southern Maine as we head into later on Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. 2 to 5 inches for most down towards the coast, mid-coast, down east, northern Maine, and also in the valleys of I-91 areas like New Hampshire over towards Vermont. 4 to 7 inches, Freiburg, areas like Rangeley, and off towards the higher elevations in Vermont. All right, so that's the map. Again, we are still about 2.5 days away, 2.5 days away. So I'll be back tomorrow. I will be back on Facebook Live as well. Hope you guys can tune in. I will be back, and maybe I'll have an updated map. Maybe there won't be much in the way of changes. So we will get to that as we head into the day tomorrow. And of course, 24 hours closer, we'll have a better grip on this system. All right, everybody. Hope you guys all have a great weekend and enjoy